Hello, my name is Hector Mestre from Mestre Quality Studio. Today I'm going to be talking about the difference between mixing and mastering. I'm going to be doing a two-part video. First one is going to be focusing only on mastering, and then the next one is going to be mixing. Alright, this session that I have here open is from a job that I did about a year and a half ago with famous producer, arranger, pianist. His name is Milton Salcedo. He works more in the Spanish industry. He's worked with many known artists, Grammy winner. I've collaborated in this album with many other singers, producers, engineers, musicians. I mean, this was a huge production, and the name of the production is Swing 80. Is some of the top artists are there, or I would say all the top artists are there from the tropical genre. And this song that I have here is one that I mixed and mastered. This is the mastering session that I have open, and who sang was Tito Nieve. I recorded Tito Nieve's voice, and also I did the mixing and mastering, just how I said already. And so let's start. The difference between mixing and mastering is the person that is mixing is the one that is in charge of putting all the channels up to the right level, EQing, compressing each individual tracks, such as pianos, bass, timbales, or drums, overheads, whatever. If the piano needs to be a little brighter, the mixer would go in and put EQ, and if it needs to be compressed, it will put compressor on each individual tracks. That's what the person that mixes does. Now, the person that works on the mastering is a totally different monster. The mastering process is a little different because it's a stereo track that it's sent to the person that is going to be mastering. And how do they do that? Well, what they do is that they grab the spectrum of the actual mix and they make it better, more detailed, more refined, more and all around to glue the last part of the mix. Plus, not only that, they make the song louder, so the companies, when they receive to upload it to the different platforms such as iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and all those things, that's what the mastering engineer has to do. Plus, he's the one that turns in the final product to the company labels or just whoever he has to turn in the production to. In the mastering process, there's equalizers, there's compressors, there's limiters, there's many things. The way the plugins work, they are not surgical like how you would use to EQ a tom, a snare, a vocal, that you can go and just sweep into things much harder. Well, for mastering, things are they're surgical, but not so much. They're very light. If you're gonna put like more highs or anything like that, the plugins are gonna work more subtle, more softly. I'm gonna share with you the plugins that I use for this session. First plugin that I have here is one from Universal Audio, or just to make it easier, I use all the plugins from Universal Audio. I'm using the Precision Mastering Sweep, and then a couple of other ones. Not only that, but I combine it with other things. This is a parametric EQ. You can go straight to whatever frequencies you want to focus on, and it's very subtle, it's very clean, it sounds beautiful. The second one up is a multiband compressor, and it's the Precision Multiband. This one, the job is a little different. This one, you have 5 bands. In each band it has lows, low, mid, mid highs, and highs. So let's say if you have a cymbal, you have a frequency that is picking a little too much in the actual mix. I can come over here and grab with the multiband and just compress. every time it hits that certain frequency, it will bring it down. And it's kind of like a limiter, but in each certain frequency. It will not compress the snare, it will not compress the guitar. It is just gonna compress whatever that signal is in. I've used it and for if I want to take out a little bit of more overheads in the mastering, I can just, you know, smash a little bit and I can get those certain frequencies. I can focus on the ones that I want to compress, so on the mix they come out a little more. Next plugin that I have in the session, it's the Dangerous EQ. This is a great plugin. It's also just like the other ones, it's very subtle, especially this one. This one is just like lows and highs. And you can go straight to whatever frequency you're gonna put up, but it's not so, this is not surgical at all. But what I do like from this one is that you have MS, where you can separate the middle from the sides. And if I see that the sides are a little dull, I can make it a little brighter. If they're too bright, I can make it a little dull. It also has low pass and high pass filter, and that's very good because you can focus on those certain frequencies with this one and sweep out whatever you want. Now, if the vocal is a little behind on the mix, I can come in and I can bring up the volume, or I can focus on certain frequencies that would take out the vocals, but everything in the middle is going to affect whatever is right there. On the sides, it wouldn't do nothing at all. Next plugin up, I have the Precision Mastering Compressor. This is a great plugin. I use this plugin a lot for mixing also. And I use it for mastering because it's very clean. It doesn't add character. It's just like a glass. It's just, you can see through, but you can press a little bit where things start gluing up together. I like it a lot on mastering. I use it a lot on pianos. Depends what type of music I'm doing. I use it on drums. It just depends. It's a great plugin. You can also use it as a bus compressor for a mix. And it gives you that SSL feel. The SSL kind of glue things in a different way, but just to kind of explain to you more how it works, it's not like a Neve or anything like that. It's more for gluing things together, but it's clean at the same time. Next plugin up, I have the Precision Enhancer Kilohertz. This plugin is also a great plugin. This is, I would refer to this like if you have a dark picture and it looks good, but you need to make it a little more brighter because it seems to be a little too dark. Well, this is what it would do. This is a job that this plugin actually does. It does not equalize anything. It's just make things a little. You can make things a little brighter, more crystal, and it's a great thing to have. I don't always have it engaged in the sessions. This one I do, but sometimes I just use it on 10%, 13%, 5%, just to give it a touch. That's if I use it. If I find that the session, the mastering is coming out good and I don't need to use that, then I won't use it. I just always have it there ready for anything, any emergency that I would need on a mastering. This is my mastering chain that I'm sharing with you guys. This is the limiter. I use this in different ways. I use it sometimes with the fast attack, sometimes mid. It don't matter. But I like it. I like to use that one because I can control the low end on the mastering very good. It kind of tightens up things. After everything is EQ'd and everything, you gotta kind of glue it again, and then this kind of puts the last limiting part of it, and it works really nice, especially with the bass. It makes the bass a little tighter, and the kicks, bass and kick. That's why I like to use it. It makes it a little tighter. Now, if you use it too hard, and the attack too hard, it would kind of disappear the snare. That's a very known trademark of limiters. Next plugin up, this is a maximizer. This plugin is very cool. I like this plugin. It's to make things louder, but this plugin has another feature that it has like a 3-band multiband compressor limiter, whatever you want to call it, just like the one that I show on the top, but it's one knob only. That knob, you turn it and you choose if you want to focus on the mid band or all 3 bands. I usually use it most of the time, man. I would say like 95% of the time I use it with all the 3 bands engaged. And you just turn the knob around until you get a little happy. It will make things a little brighter with more mids and more lows. And right under that, it's the limiter. It's a very soft limiting after the 3 bands there, that 3-band EQ. And the limiting is not hard at all. It's very, very smooth and very musical. I love it. And then after that, you have mixed in. So if you kind of want to mix the old signal with that one, this is from the software that I use to make DDPs. It came right along with it, and it's a meter. With this one, if I see that the session needs a little bit of more gain, this is what I will use. It's very crystal, very clean. It doesn't affect the session at all. It works great, and I use it in every mastering because I know that when I put it in the DDP software, I know it's just gonna be accurate. It came right along with it. It's just a meter. The meter works perfect, clean, no extra sound, nothing at all. It's a very, very clean plugin. And every time I hear that the session is a little too low, then I just go up and bring it up a little bit, and there we go. Well guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, just write them in the comments below and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Thank you.